When your concept of God changes, everything changes. Okay, you can learn something about music and the area of music changes, or you can learn something about cooking and cooking changes. But when you learn something different about God, everything in your life changes. When you realize He's good or better than you thought, that applies to everything. It applies to getting a car park, it applies to getting a job, it applies to worship, it applies to everything in your life, it applies to reading the Bible. So what's going to happen today is we're going to hear the gospel expressed in an expression. It will change how you see God and what He's done, and then it will affect everything. Everything in your life. Because Jesus redeemed everything, all of creation, He's redeemed. Everything you know, taste, touch, feel, experience, hope for, anything that's possible in this realm, Jesus has redeemed. He's redeemed. I just want you to know one thing. That you, just by believing in what Jesus has done, you are now the very righteousness of Christ. That's what you are. You haven't received some righteousness you put on. He has become your righteousness. You didn't receive righteousness, you received Jesus Himself, and He is now your righteousness. It says, God made Him who knew no sin to become sin, that we might become the very righteousness of God. So He became man's sin, you become His righteousness. That's how righteous you are. And nothing you can do can change that. Your actions didn't qualify you. Your actions don't disqualify you. Your righteousness is completely apart from your actions, because it doesn't change Jesus. If I kick Jeremy, it doesn't change Jesus. It doesn't. I'm still righteous. It doesn't actually change what God does for me or to me, how He feels about me. Even my attitude. If I get up in the morning and I don't care about a stinking thing, it doesn't change God at all. He's not manipulated or changed by me. He's the initiator. There's no such thing as the attitude that attracts God. He attracted us. Yeah? He's the initiator. He initiates everything. We love Him because He loves us. No one comes to the Son unless the Father draws him. So the Father even drew you. It says He even causes us to will and to act according to His good purpose. If you desire to do anything good for God, that's because He gave it to you. You were completely wretched and you were completely saved. And the saving is complete. It is finished. There's nothing more to do. He has made you perfect because you now have His Spirit. Because if any man be in Christ, he is one spirit with the Lord. So I don't have Chris's spirit in a gas tank and God's spirit in a gas tank. I pull from either one. They are one spirit. I only have one spirit, and it's the Lord's Spirit, which is my spirit, which is the Lord's Spirit. I only have one spirit. That's all I pull from, and that spirit is completely righteous. So what happens to your spirit when you die? Nothing. It's perfect. It's as perfect as Christ because it is Christ. Your spirit is Jesus Christ. When you receive salvation, you received Him because it says He has become for us righteousness. He has become for us our salvation. He has become for us sanctification. The fact you're holy is because you have Christ inside you. And that's what makes you holy. Nothing can make you unholy. Nothing can make you unholy. And because you are Christ, You have the same access to heaven as Christ has because you are Christ, because you are one spirit with him. You're no longer a separate being. You are one with Christ. You have a union with Christ. A mystical union, an effortless union.